Have you ever waited for a friend who was late? You sit there, checking your phone every few minutes, the anticipation building along with a touch of annoyance. That was me, just a few days ago, waiting for my best friend Skylar Rowlands at Campbell's Plaza in Edmonton, Canada. I had just returned from a less than exciting visit to my grandparents in New York, and I was eager to catch up and share all my experiences. I've always been an early bird, so it wasn't surprising that I was the first one there. I found myself a comfortable spot outside the Winners store, our usual starting point, and tried to keep my impatience at bay. But as the minutes ticked by, Skylar's fashionable lateness turned into genuine tardiness. It was then that I saw her stepping off a bus. A bus. The thought filled me with surprise. Why would Skylar take a bus when there were so many other, more comfortable options available? But I brushed away my puzzlement as she approached, her excitement matching mine. We exchanged greetings and compliments, even though I couldn't help but notice Skylar's lack of fashion sense that day. But I ignored it, focusing instead on sharing my trip with her and the impending start of high school. We dived into the racks of the Winners store, hunting for the perfect outfits. The day ended on a high note, with a find of beautiful floral sundresses on sale. It didn't matter that we could afford the full price. A bargain is a bargain after all. So that's the story of how a seemingly ordinary day turned into a shopping adventure with my best friend, with me learning a little more about patience along the way. It's funny how even the smallest of events can teach us something new, isn't it? As we exited the boutique, our arms loaded with our newest purchases, Sky's countenance morphed into an odd expression, her fingers nervously fidgeting with her bracelet, the one that was a mirror image of my own. "What did it cost?" she questioned me, her gaze fixed on the ground, avoiding my eyes. "$120, I responded, my voice laced with confusion. Since when did the price tag dictate our choices? I mean, we were always capable of affording what we wanted. We were never short of money. But I knew in my heart this wasn't about the price. Sky turned down the dress. She didn't add anything else to her shopping list after that. I felt a wave of confusion wash over me, a sting of hurt following it. We always shopped together. It was our tradition, our bond. But today, Sky was not herself. Later, as we occupied a bench in the city park, Sky unleashed bombshell. Her father, she said, had lost his job. They were having to pull back on every single expenditure, and this included our extravagant shopping sprees. I felt as if the ground beneath me had disappeared. It was a shock, but it brought a crushing wave of shame with it. I was ashamed that I hadn't noticed, that I hadn't been there for my best friend when life was throwing rocks at her. As the sun began to bid its farewell, the realization hit me. It was never about the trendy dresses, the glamorous shoes, or the designer bags. It was about us, our bond, our friendship. Material possessions didn't define our happiness. We had each other for that. As we linked pinkies, a silent promise passing between us, I knew that no matter what life threw at us, we would face it together. Our friendship was stronger than any adversity, and this was merely a test of its resilience. As we walked home, the setting sun casting long shadows, we made a pinky promise. A promise that was more than just a childish pact. It was a vow to always support each other, no matter what. We didn't need the glitz of a shopping spree or the glamour of a new dress to make us happy. Our joy was in the simplicity of our bond, our friendship. We promised to value that above all the materialistic things in the world. We promised to always be there for each other, in good times and bad, in richness and in poverty. It wasn't just about the money. It was about understanding, empathy, and being there for each other. And as we made that promise, I knew that our friendship was stronger than ever. The setting sun seemed to approve as it painted the sky in hues of pink and orange, heralding the end of the day, but surely not the end of our shared journey.